Hey, beautiful people, part 5. Welcome to part 5, the final part of spirit led initiations, where we see Jo really root and anchor herself and pull upon those teachings from her experience. It's really beautiful to see. My last final thoughts is a quote that I saw some time ago that goes along the lines of, if magic is art, then it is using the world and reality as its canvas. And I think that's at the heart of so much that moves through these spirit-led initiations, that there is this unseen, at times unknown, but yet really seen and unseen. It's a kind of paradox, isn't it? There's things around it rearranging and moving us. You think of Jo, just ending up in the heart of that forest really randomly. Is that a random event? There's so much that is moving through our lives, and if we can kind of open ourselves up to the vastness of this huge, incredible intelligence and this vast universe, we can begin to kind of move into partnership. Like I say quite often, when we're in partnership with the innate, so much becomes possible. And I think it's about us returning to that level of remembrance, and like Brigid and the Burning Oak, and we really hope that you come and share our evenings of storytelling where we can really lean into the deeper teachings. But if we take Brigid, there she is, very similar to Jo in many ways, going off on this journey through the landscape. She was there wandering the landscape. That was what Brigid would do. She would up before first light, and she's out wandering the landscape, and she has this incredible experience that becomes a rite of passage, an initiation that is so deeply rooted into her messages and into her teachings. She's the goddess of the hearth, home and flame. That gives you a little bit of a flavour. She's the patroness of witches and mystics alike. There's so much that comes from these experiences, and we believe they really fit, and they're probably really, or even more relevant in the times that we're living in, or as relevant. That's probably the best way to put it, is that they are as relevant now as they've always been. It's like, as Spirit said, humanity is in between stories. We're not here, we're not there, we're in between. And I think that these medicine stories become a bridge. They become a doorway and a threshold. Anyway, I'm going to leave you with Jo now. We really hope you come and join us for our medicine stories, and Brigid in the Burning Oak is at the heart of spirit-led initiations. Sending you all so much love. By the unseen, that becomes very felt. It's very, very powerful. And if I said, how do you feel initiations and rites of passage fit into the modern times? How do they fit? Where do they fit?
Well, they don't fit as much as they should. I don't think there are enough out there.
Love that.
When you think of even going back to when people were faithful of the church, there were christenings or baptisms, there were confirmations, there were weddings, there were funerals, and whatever else in between. Going back to when I was a Catholic, I think there were 7 sacraments.
Wow.
going back in time a little bit now, but you know, there's Holy Communion
Yes,
as well.
yes.
All these rites of passage going forward into your next stage of life.
Yes.
And they were marked by ceremony.
Yeah.
They were marked by rituals that had been done for centuries and had been followed and been prayed to by the faithful, and there was deep spirituality in that.
Yeah.
But that was within the church, and I don't resonate with the Christian church anymore. But there aren't so many rites of passage outside of the church that are marked by ceremony anymore. And I think that's a real shame, because when you do mark with ceremony, there's a real, it makes it a momentous occasion, and it roots it. It roots it and anchors it, and gives it more of an importance. And for me,
an honouring.
Yes.
Yeah.
Every 7 years in life, as we go through life, is a rite of passage. It comes in cycles of 7.
Yeah, those cycles.
And if they were only honoured, you know, even if a 7-year-old may not appreciate much, but a 14-year-old, as they're going into to puberty and adolescence, it's a huge change.
And then 21.
And then 21 again.
See their thresholds.
They are.
Their doorways, their gateways, their thresholds. And when we mark them with ceremony and ritual, we kind of enter them as one person, and we leave or move through the threshold as another.
And take ownership of it.
Which is what your you know, your stag, you know, it's this sense of leadership and this, you know, really majestic creature. It's almost like, if you think about the spirit of the forest, in a way, I would say, within the myths and stories, that the spirit of the forest, one of the aspects of it is showing up as this hind or stag like creature that really is at the heart of the forest. It's like the heart of the forest showing up for you.
Yeah.
And of course, you have this love of the forest and the land.
Yeah, deep.
You know, it's given it. Actually, I just felt this in real time. It's given its heart to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. The heart of the forest has been gifted to you.
Yeah.
The actual heart of the forest has been gifted to you. That's really beautiful. We've never said it that way together, not until now. That's really lovely.
Yeah.
Wow, Joe. As always, we've just been on a journey, which is really, really lovely. So we just wanted to share that with you all. Gives you a little bit of an insight of initiations, and something that is, we talk about the heart, something that is at the heart of the story, Brigid and the Burning Oak. Joe, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
See you all very soon.
Bye.
Take care. Bye.